Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. It's Thursday, March 13th. The Dow down 469, NASDAQ down 190, S&P futures down 51. VIX at 26.09. Most everything is red on my board except PLTR and Oracle. And unfortunately, my Dollar General earnings trade not looking good. As Dollar General's down this morning. In terms of stocks, though, PLTR up 0.9%. Nothing really down a ton. CoreWeave down 3%. MU down 2%. Other than that, most everything's down between 1% and 2%. Got about a minute until the bell rings. Oil prices, oil currently at $94 a barrel. Bell's going to be here in about 10 seconds. Bell has rung. I'm going to just sit tight on my 1 DTE, not get in a rush to put that on this morning. It's a Thursday. The markets are down big. We just had a 20-point bar drop in the S&P. So I'm going to just hang tight on that 01 DTE. Might put it on, after 10 minutes. Apparently, markets are still freaked out about oil. Dow down 576, NASDAQ down 220, S&P down 60. So almost a 30-point drop here in this first 5-minute bar. So I'm just going to hang tight on that one DTE and just give it a 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe we'll see. I want there to be another 30-point bar after this 30-point bar. Price bounces back up a little bit. Yeah. Then I might go ahead and put it on. I just want to make sure there's not a direction where it's just going to go, like in this case, straight down. Netflix pushing up. Baidu with a nice push up. All right, get our second bar here. So make sure this doesn't drop another 30 points. So far, looks like one DTE might be all right. All right, I'm going to try to get filled here on my one DTE. Just got filled. Get that posted. There we go. Get my OCO order in. All right, OCO order is in. Now let's first see if we can find a few day trades. Not seeing any big volume bars. MSTR is getting close. It's in the opposite direction, though. Circle with a big green bar. CrowdStrike pushing up. PLTR, if it pulls back a little bit more, that could be one to get long on. Looks like it might be leaving us. And we'll see. See if it comes back down. Netflix pulling back to yesterday's close. S&P coming back down a little bit. I'm going to take a look at getting long PLTR here, a little upside continuation runner. Let's pull them back. Use the 1 DTE. Don't you leave without me. Looking at the 155 calls. Filled at 215. So filled at 215 on the 155 calls in PLTR. Got in on this pullback right here. So as long as this holds up right here. Yeah, now it's coming down a little bit more. Netflix kind of holding up too, kind of just like PLTR pulled back to yesterday's close there. I need to bounce out of PLTR here. Yep, I went through my line in the sand. Closing PLTR filled at $1.64. So that really flushed. Well, indices are flushing now. Man, I tell you what, this might be the longest I've ever traded where it's constantly the Dow being down 500 plus or up 500 plus in a day. Like it's like an everyday thing now. I just don't get the reaction. Like why the why the big reaction every day? Like we know what's going on. Wow, what a sell off. Look at Apple, or I'm sorry, PLTR. Looks like the Iran Supreme Leader, Strait of Hormuz, should stay closed. Last I heard, it wasn't closed, though. Man, it's just, this news, the markets are just so news driven nowadays. Didn't used to be like that. Dow down 600. Let's see, we get any mighty 90s? Push down. SMCI, maybe. That bar might get as big as the first, though. Netflix held up. Boy, it held. Darn it. That's the one I should have got long instead of PLTR. At the time, though, PLTR was the strongest stock on my board. Circle held up pretty well. MSTR and SMCI getting big red bars. Amazon really held up well. Now the S&P bounced back. So we had a little bit of a flush there on those two bars, but the dip got bought up. Not seeing any good entries at the moment. I don't know. The indices still feel pretty heavy. Tesla's got a little mighty 90 long. Got a nice mighty 90 long here coming down to yesterday's lows. I get in this mighty 90 here in Tesla. Definitely get a position size to add if I have to. Looking at the 405 calls. This mighty 90 long. See if I can get filled at 350. Filled at 345. So I need to bounce out of Tesla here on this mighty 90. NASDAQ down to lows of day. Should have known. This it's Thursday. Should have known we were going to have a sell off on Thursdays. Big moves. SMCI with another big volume bar. Apple just bleeding lower. All right, so looking for 2 consecutive green bars out of Tesla. Down she comes. Amazing. You know, the best time to trade nowadays, as long as this Iran oil stuff's going on, might be the midday to afternoons once you've seen what the market's doing. Tesla coming down. I gotta decide if I want to add or not. Probably not, just in case. There's no end in sight here for this. Let's move down. VIX up to 26.79. Boy, NVIDIA just lower as well. That stock just can't get on any type of breakout. Netflix still holding up over here. Tesla's still coming down. S&P has come down about 50 points since the open. I did not look at the expected move. All right, need a big bounce out of Tesla here. Need two good green bars. There's a lot of stocks. MU, AMD, Microsoft, all working on two consecutive green bars. Tesla struggling a bit. Not getting the bounce that some of these others are getting. It's concerning. PLTR's another one. It's bouncing right back up. Let's go, everybody. Pull Tesla up with you. Nice little bounce in the indices. Man, that is concerning that Tesla is not getting the bounce like some of its friends here. There we go. Getting a little bit better there, Tesla. PLTR all the way back up to where I got in originally. Well, PLTR got me. All right, looks like we're going to get one green bar out of Tesla. We need to get one more. It's not looking the greatest. Coming back down. What else? Any other interesting setups here? I'm not seeing much. There's some of these stocks choppy, like Netflix and Coinbase. Tesla dipping through lows of day. This is not what I wanted to have happen with that mighty 90. I don't think I'll add to it though. Kind of a tough morning. Not a ton of clean setups. I mean, look at this. A lot of these, Microsoft getting its third green bar in a row. Meta 2, Amazon 2, Apple 2, PLTR coming up to highs of day. So, hoping Tesla can follow. Trying to find another setup to get in here, but I don't want to force anything. Dow down 450, NASDAQ down 277, S&P down 61. But yeah, a lot of chop starting. Amazon, Coin, Netflix, even Microsoft, Nvidia. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I just don't want to force anything, and I'm just not seeing any good setups. So I'm gonna be patient here on my TLC trade too. So maybe a while before I put that in. See if this price continues to chop here, or if it wants to make another push lower. As far as my Tesla goes, I'm just going to wait for 2 consecutive green bars. So I'll post that in the chat channel when I'm out of that. But hopefully we get a nice rip up here. So, all right, guys, I will talk to everyone later. Have a good one.